Most of us live in a state of constant frantic maintenance, trying to rearrange the external facts of our lives. We chase wealth, titles, or specific relationships, convinced that if we just align the outside world correctly, we will finally find peace. This outside-in strategy is exhausting. It addresses only the symptoms of our existence, leaving the underlying source of our fear and frustration completely untouched. This approach fails because the physical world we can touch and measure is a mirror image. It is a reflection cast by a deeper, primary reality. When we treat this external reflection as absolute truth, we get trapped manipulating shadows, unaware the shadow cannot change until the object casting it moves. Inner space is the real universe, a vast, uncharted dimensional geography whose topography directly dictates our physical experience. Navigating the physical world successfully requires us to stop fixing the mirror. We must instead look inward and begin to chart the intimidating geography of our own minds. This mapping of the self is active, not passive. While some traditions seek escape through seclusion, this path requires walking forward into your own internal storms to gather the tools needed to function in everyday life. To navigate these landscapes, we use a practice called focused emptiness, a specific meditative compass for exploring the hidden layers of the self. At first, your mind will rebel. This is the stage of the noise, where your brain floods you with distractions and chaotic thoughts to prevent you from looking deeper. If you persist, the noise eventually stops, and you encounter the void. You are left with an overwhelming experience of absolute nothingness. Entering this tunnel of uncertainty triggers a deep psychological terror, the deep fear that if we look closely enough at our core, we will find nothing of value inside us. This specific fear of being empty is what usually drives us back to the safety of our mental noise and external busywork. Holding your ground within this nothingness is the absolute requirement for progress. It is the only way to reach the hidden architecture of your higher self. Enduring the void leads to the stage of recognitions. A ray of guidance illuminates the darkness, bringing sudden clarity to your internal landscape. You see the causal connections between internal distortions and negative outer experiences, mapping how your hidden self creates your visible life. Acknowledging these patterns manifests direct advice and encouragement, providing practical intelligence to correct your path. This mental clarity then opens into the threshold of spirit, where advice gives way to a total, holistic experience of the divine. This multi-sensory encounter floods your being with a richness that encompasses seeing, hearing, and feeling, transforming your internal landscape into something vibrant and alive. This sensory explosion reveals the limitless possibilities inherent in spiritual creation, showing the scale of what you can finally access. Crossing this threshold of terrifying quiet brings you into the ultimate fullness of the human spirit. Approaching focused emptiness with rigid expectations creates a tension that blocks the process. The higher self only emerges when we stop trying to force the result. When we let go, we unlock the massive amounts of psychological energy previously trapped in our mental distortions, making that power available for our conscious lives. Your core synthesizes assets like talent, wisdom, strength, and love, pushing them outward from within your own being. This internal movement follows a consistent pattern. Inner beauty builds outer beauty, and inner abundance constructs tangible outer abundance. The result is a vibrant, youthful experience of daily life. By clearing the internal debris, the real you, with all your unique potential, is finally born into the physical world. This process fulfills our evolutionary purpose, bridging the limitless possibilities of the spiritual realm with our three-dimensional reality. By mapping the void of our inner space, we stop merely reacting to the world's chaos. We find the clarity and strength to manifest our true nature in the world around us.